I remember a time as a young minister, I was on the staff of the First Baptist Church in Dallas, and it was a Wednesday night. The late Dr. W.A. Criswell and I had been talking a couple of days before at a luncheon about the book of Romans, how it was written in Greek, and we just visited about that. Dr. Criswell ascended the pulpit and began to preach. Well, it was a children's choir night, and so our older daughter, Christine, came out of the children's choir behind me and came up. I was sitting on the corner seat, and she asked me a question, and I said, go back to your seat, go back to your seat. And while she was speaking to me from the pulpit in the congregation, Dr. Criswell asked me this question: Toby Snowden, in what language was the book of Romans written? And by the time I heard my name, I didn't hear the question, and I looked to a person on my right who, by the way, at that time was teaching in a theological institution. He heard the question, and I looked at him and said, "What did he ask?" And he just looked at me and smiled. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Hung me out to dry, threw me under the bus. And so then Dr. Criswell said, Romans was written in Greek. And later, he apologized for what he thought was embarrassing me. It was just one of those things. So I learned as a very young minister, there's actually one thing worse than not knowing the answer. It is actually not knowing the question. So I'm here on a local campus, and so check this out. Let me back up a little bit. There you go. Will you follow me? Jesus, about 19 times in the Gospels, makes the statement, follow me, follow me, follow me. So let me say, it's a question that we need to know, and it's a question that we need to answer, and the answer should always be yes. Hope you've had a wonderful day. God bless you. Have a good evening.